Deux corsaires, spécialistes des grandes expéditions, toujours partant pour créer de nouvelles alliances et sans cesse à l'écoute des éléments pour y puiser de nouvelles forces. J'introduis Paul Bulencea et Célia Schann.
Hello everyone, my name is Paul Bulencea. I'm the co-founder of the College of External Experiences and the Order of the Wild. It is a pleasure to have the opportunity to speak with you, and I would really have loved to be in person, but it was not possible. Today in this presentation about wild immersion, I'm really happy to have the chance to at least share in this way. What do I mean by wild immersion? What do I mean by awakening to our senses to receive the wisdom of other forms of being to inform our designs as creators of experience? But there is this concept that I found really interesting called the extinction of experience. So the direct human-nature interaction has become known as the extinction of experience. I started off as a experience designer in university in my master's, studying everything from the experience economy and how to design for it, to the senses, to even using game design to creating memorable experiences. And then I started as a practitioner. For many, many, many years, I have created experiences. And then embarked on a journey writing a book about how to create transformational experiences. Along that journey, I was lucky enough to go on an expedition in Romania where the European bison has been reintroduced as a keystone species in the landscape, also known as rewilding. And I have been exposed to something that I did not even know was possible, to this experience of following a herd of wild bison and looking at their tracks, learning everything what their role in the ecosystem is by just stepping into their tracks and at one point having an encounter, sleeping under the clear sky without the tent, by the fire, keeping guard. And I had some really profound experiences there. And then I understood what is meant by the extinction of experience. And then I started to change the way I look at my practice as an experience designer. Because I think that once I have been exposed to this type of thing, this type of experience, I started to think more about the conservation of experience. And everything that I started moving towards was how can I create relationships with other species and receive their wisdom to be able to inform my designs. And whenever I had clients or whenever I had projects, I have always used different methods and forms of bringing these other forms and shapes of intelligence in the design. How do I do this? How can you do this? Why is this relevant for someone that might have a museum or that might host an entertainment experience in a city of millions of people, that might host a food or a dinner? How is this relevant for you? Well, I think the realization came for me was that I couldn't relate to this type of experience. Even when I was walking in nature, I couldn't relate to nature that much because what I was not aware of was that my senses were numb. So I constantly, went to festivals, went to experiences, and I could feel these peak experiences, but these kind of desensitized me. Living in an overstimulated world at a very fast pace, it's really hard to connect to nature that has a slower pace and requires a bit more patience. So what I'm sharing is, once I started being exposed to different methods and techniques, I started to get a lot of information, a lot of wisdom that then I applied in my designs. Are there any examples? Yes. At the College of External Experiences, last year, we have brought, as a professor, a wildlife tracker that introduced participants to how to interpret tracks and how that is connected intimately with them and help them to start continue this journey. We have created the Order of the Wild at the College of Extraordinary Experiences that brings experienced designers together with people that work in impact to create and explore the field of what we call impact experience design. Recently, just been in an expedition in the Kalahari Desert for 7 days, walking and curating artists to be exposed to this type of experience of connecting to nature through sitting, through tracking, through sleeping outdoors. There was even something funny that our guide said, which is he had a group of Japanese tourists that have never seen they've never seen the stars in their entire life. So it seems that we're getting more towards there of us not even having the capability of seeing the stars by sort of immersing ourselves and creating sort of like an alternate reality that is so captivating. But still, and I know that many of you might feel this, even in this incredibly captivating alternate reality, there is a deep sense of disconnection. And as experience designers, I think it's our role to create experiences that connect and address this. Because what I start realizing is that we're becoming better at creating a sense of content numbness. We are numb or content or a sense or like a very immersive way of being contently disconnected. And I was sharing that the experiences there are not creating a sense of connection. But I always feel, even the experiences that I have created, that there was a part that was lacking. And that part was the wisdom and the intelligence of other species that can only be created by opening a channel for relationships and by us going through our own practice, because each and every one of us is going to receive a different form of wisdom, a different idea. So whatever type of experience that you have or are creating, if you open up this channel for relationship with other species, you're going to receive the information that you need and the ideas that you need to be able to maybe use art as a Trojan horse to bring people closer to nature. So now, I'll give you some space to reflect, because I know I shared a lot. And I hope that this wisdom lands with you and can bring you maybe one step closer, one step deeper, or if you're already doing it, can bring you a reminder of how valuable it is to connect with other species and not just create human-centered experiences, but focus on more than human-centeredness, because we are only human, as David Abrams says, in relationship with everything that is not human.
to be in the Kalahari has been an immersive experience. Dormir sous les étoiles, entouré de la nature. La nuit, j'ai été réveillée parce qu'il y avait une hyène à 3 mètres de ma tête. Les étoiles au-dessus de moi. Le vent sur ma peau. The sun while walking to find the next place to stay for the night. Taking night watches in order to be safe. Change, trust each other. Trust each other. Stay connected. Soyez connectés avec vous-même, avec tout le monde autour de vous et avec la nature. Il y a plein de possibilités de créer des expériences immersives, mais de se rappeler de ce qui est naturel autour de nous, ce qu'on sent, ce que la nature nous donne, ce qu'on ressent et ce qu'on est là, l'un pour l'autre. There is no such thing as wilderness. We are wilderness. Let's remember where we come from. The Kalahari has felt like home to me. And actually, this planet is home. Everything is wild. We are wild. Let's just remember that. Thank you.